Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Iron Elite Podcast Show. Your boy on with a special edition on Wednesday, man. We're talking about the Titan Award nominations 2026. I know what you're saying, but Sarge, man, that's 26. Hey, man, it takes a long time to put all this stuff together to be able to nominate, vote on, select the whole nine of these guys, man, to get them ready. So let everybody know we're on. Share with a friend. Kane 4L, let us get them going.
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.
Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you a troll, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all don't gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you a troll, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Slide on my road glide, looking so fly. 20-inch rollback, screaming eagle torque pack. I-10 to the end, it's a known patch. If you ain't a ground pounder, pay attention, fall back. We Iron Elite boys, no need for hitting switches. We split lanes and holding lanes, we on a mission. On our way to CA, we 100 deep. Roll it up, y'all the road, run it up, rip it up. Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all don't gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? I'm outside with it, I scrape the town burning loud when the smoke clear up. You know I hardly did it, I'm real naughty with it. My ride clean when it bling, I show the lean on the scene to get jiggy with it. No did it get it, I'm well equipped it. My bike side got a side, so you know I'm hit. She dropped it down and split it, backed it up to shift it. Let me kick a little game to you lames riding around here, giving a set a bad name. It don't matter what you rank or what you claim. When we turn it up, you keep it motorcycling, man. My soul brothers, they roll runners, we rolling deep. When it's time to rally up, it's Black Wall Street. When you see them MCs at the RTE, roll it up, down the road, run it up, rip it up. Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all don't gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig?
But Sarge, why you always gotta talk about motorcycling? Sarge, why you don't never talk about nothing else? Look here, man. If you gonna do all that crying, what the baby gonna do?
Hey, once again, man, good morning, everybody, man. What's happening, Emo? Breezy does it. Snacks. We're going to get that motorcycle together. Where are we going to get it together, Snacks? I don't want you to choke nobody out. Man, hopefully everybody's having a good morning. Hopefully everybody's having a great Wednesday, man. We're on today, and we're going to be talking about the Titan Award, man. You know what? Y'all think this is something easy, man. This stuff is a lot of stuff. I'm going to tell you that. Good morning, D-Bell. How are you, sir? Hey, I must take, I want to say at least, and I want to give a modest number. I'm going to say I'll probably take at least 3 to 5 phone calls a month on the Titan program. And as much as I put information out on this thing, man, we still be trying to work this thing out and figure it out. But that's okay, because what that really tells me is that people really are interested in the award and what it's all about and what it represents. Of course, we just presented Piper and Reef with the 2025 Titan Award. So shout out to them. Let's do this real quick for them. Earned, man. Well earned. They deserve those awards, man. So we're so proud of those guys. So now they're representing for our motorcycle community, doing great things, and they're continue to be what they are, man. Just good folks, good positive influences in our motorcycle community. But let's talk real quick, because I'm not going to be on very long this morning. So let's talk about, okay, what happens now? We're in 2025. We've given the 2025 award out. So now we're focusing on the 2026. Now, I know for some people say, Sarge, that's way off. No, it really isn't. It really isn't, because there is a nomination period, and then there is a vetting and voting period, and then there's a period now we go on to set everything up for them for their arrival here in Jacksonville, Florida for Iron Elite 2026. It moves extremely fast. It typically takes us about 9 months to get everything in place to be able to do what we do. So let's talk about it. We're getting ready to get into phase one. Phase one for the general public will start 30 March 2025. I plan to have the link out and ready to go. On the link, it'll have what you need to do. It'll have the definition of a Titan, and then it'll have spaces in that link for you to fill in the blanks. Now, I tell everybody, and I know how y'all are, man, so I don't like to do a whole lot of writing. I barely like to read. Man, I got ya. I got ya. It ain't that difficult. The way the link is going to be set up, the average person can fill a link out and be done in about 10, 15 minutes. If you're really thorough with what you're doing, it might take you 20, 30 minutes if you're really thorough. But for an award like this, man, wouldn't you want to be thorough? Wouldn't you want to have a write-up good enough and have enough information for that person to really, really be highly considered? So we get the link on March 30th. And what I tell everybody is, if you don't know all the details of a person's accomplishments and those things, call them up. Hey, Person X, I'd like to nominate you for the 2026 Titan. If you don't mind, when you get a second, can you please give me some bullets of things that you've accomplished in your motorcycle riding career or during your time or whatever you want to say? I'm sure if that person knows that you care enough to nominate them, they're going to give you some of their accolades. I guarantee you they're going to do that. And then you can put together what they give you, as well as what you've seen about them, as well as what you know about them, and as well as what other friends of yours, or brothers and sisters in the motorcycle community know about them, and do that write-up. Get the write-up back, and then you're good to go. Now, I've told people that sometimes I understand there's going to be more than one person. Last year we've had one person that was nominated several times. We've had plenty of people nominated a few times. It don't matter. Nominate them. That's your nomination. Don't worry about nobody else's nomination. That's your nomination. One male, one female. There won't be a year that we're going to be celebrating not a male or a female, because males and females make up a community, you dig? So we get on, we fill it out, and I'm going to give you some time because I know how we slow. Sarge, life be life, and man, I got to ride my motorcycle. I got to go to work. I got to go on vacation. I got to cut the grass. I got all these things that I have to do. So I'm going to give you from 30 March, from the time that link goes out, to 30 July. So what are we looking at? April, May, June, July. 4 months. for you to get it together and get that link in. Now, on 3rd of July, we cutting it off. Don't be calling me and texting me on in August and say, Sarge, I forgot I left one. No, man, we're done. We got to stop it. Deadlines are for suckers, man. So please understand there is a time constraint to this thing. So 4 months, you're going to get your chance to do whatever you need to do to be able to write the best write-up that you can for your candidate. Then from there, we're going to go to phase 2, man. Phase 2, we get it all together. We get all this data in, and we put it together into one large sheet or a series of sheets, along with the write-ups and all the information about those candidates. And once I've got it together in the phase 2, we shoot that to our Titans. Now our Titans got all this information that you guys have given on these write-ups. And now our Titans got it now. From August to September, we typically give them about 30 days to go ahead and vet and go through this information. And then we get together in phase 3. And then on a Zoom call, those Titans get to do what they do. Go through these people, debate about these people, fight and argue about these people. And it's all in a loving manner because we know the competition is very stiff. There's several people that you can be given that award at the same time. I know it's tough. You can only do so many a year. And I know people get, man, I feel like I got snubbed, or I feel like she got snubbed. I feel like he got snubbed. Hey, man, I'm just saying this. If we can give that award to everybody at one time, we would. We just can't. There's a sequence. There's a series to this thing. You can only have so many Titans each and every year. But I can tell you this: if you're highly qualified this year, you're probably highly qualified next year, unless you do something extremely crazy and stupid that disqualifies you. So don't panic, man. If you're doing great things in the motorcycle community, if you're setting the example, if you're being a juggernaut, if you're being a role model, if you're being an icon, you're being a very loving person, they're going to find you. They're going to find you. I promise you that. So don't get worried about it, man. Just keep being the best you can be, and you're going to be found. And what we always say about the Titan Award is you don't find the Titan Award comes find you. So the only thing you have to do is continue to do what you do and be who you are, and they'll find you. So now we're in the phase 3. Not we. Let me stop saying Sarge don't vote. Sarge don't have a vote. One more time for the people in the back. Sarge don't have a vote. Sarge is just the guy who facilitates it. So my say-so don't mean nothing. My say-so get you what? My say-so won't even get you a free cup of coffee. I'm going to tell you that. So my Titans do what they do, and they come up with their final votes, and they vote once, they vote twice to make sure that it's solid. And oh, by the way, the Titans have to brief your package too. So the Titans don't get out of this thing. So they have to brief it too. They have to explain why. They have to tell us why they voted for this person or the other person. And we can tell based off what you say if you did your homework or not. So once that's done, we take all that information back. I go back and validate, make sure we didn't make no mistakes, make sure all the numbers are adding up, make sure all the data is correct. And once that's done, I move into the next phase. Phase 4 is I get it back to the Titans and said, okay, based off what you guys gave me, based off what happened in the meeting, based off what happened with the notes, this is your female, this is your male. This is your female, this is your male. Everybody gives me a final thumbs up. Once that's a thumbs up, the 5th phase of this is now we reach out to the Titan. And we ask them, we submit them a formal letter and say, hey, you were nominated for this award. You were voted upon for this award. Will you accept the nomination for the 2026 Titan? They say yes, everybody's happy, and we do like this. That final fifth process happens in October. So now November, December, and January is game time. Now it's putting all this stuff together. The logistics side, the event side, the trophies, the patches, the hotel rooms, the accommodation, the per diems, the travel, all that stuff. Now we have to put into place to get it ready for our Titans as well as the Iron Elite event itself. And this is where the work really starts to come into play. Now we have to make sure we get all those things and we make sure we get all those things right. Because now people have to make travel accommodations. People have to alter their schedules and those type of things. And we're putting these things together. We take this stuff very seriously, man, because we know this means a lot, especially to the folks who were nominated and presented the award, as well as the folks who nominated them. We take it serious. That's why now we basically turned this into a 9-month process because we want to get it right. We want to do it right. We want to take the work that you guys are giving us and we want to take it seriously. Again, to make sure we're doing the right thing. So it takes a little while and we're getting better with doing it each and every year. Last year, we got really good at it. This year, we're going to be even better at it. And that's to go each and every year to be tighter, to be more detailed, to be more meticulous about the voting process, selection process, what have you. And for those over the years, man, who rocked with us, who made nominations, who cheered on the Titan Award recipients, even if it wasn't your recipient, you still clapped and you cheered and you supported and you loved on them, you hugged on them. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. Like I said, I'm not going to be on here very long. There's just some quick notes to let you guys get. This is the salvo telling you guys, man, get yourself ready. What we're at, February 26th. So basically, we're a month away to getting these links out. And do me a favor, man. Don't wait to the last minute to do this stuff. Come on. Come on. Let's just knock it out and be through with it to give that candidate or that nomination the best opportunity. So let's don't drag it out. Let's get after it right now, man. Nothing shows love and care, man, to more than to get out ahead of something and do it promptly, so we can get the best results for that particular person. And for the folks who want to understand what we do with this whole Titan Get Down, the Titan Award is a community award. The Titan Award is not for profit. The Titan Award is not for nothing except us celebrating us. So there's always a cost with these particular things. And I tell people also this, Iron Elite is a nonprofit. Iron Elite is a nonprofit. How we work Iron Elite, how Sarge works this thing, is from donations from the public, support from our partners with Adam McCarley Davidson, and that's it. That's it. Everything we do is from those particular things. So for the people who love the program, who love what we're doing, who enjoy what we're doing, I ask you guys humbly, donate to the program, man. $2, $3, $4, $5, whatever you feel appropriate, please donate to the program. What we do with those proceeds, again, it 100% goes back into what we're doing. Specifically, when we're talking about the Titan Award, it pays for, again, the awards, patches, the hotel accommodations, the travel. It pays for all that stuff for them. Everything that we do with that program goes to support our Titans. As far as Iron Elite, again, your donations to support and help with that goes into, again, helping us to have cool cool merch, the cool shirts that we get, the patches, those type of things. All it does is just go back into to take care of those things. And if we're blessed enough, if we have any overage, it goes back into the war chest for the following year. But no, it doesn't do anything else. I don't care what nobody say. It ain't making nobody's pockets. I can tell you this. You ain't going to be buying too many Lamborghinis with the profits from the Titan Award or the Iron Elite event. Those things are non-profitable events. And those things, again, are about us, for us, to serve us. You know, I've had people say before, Sarge, you ought to get companies to come in. Sarge, you ought to get the motor company to do this. Sarge, you ought to get this particular company to do this. And I said, I appreciate you saying that. But imagine if we did it. If we did it, we have all the power. We get to decide everything, the who, what, when, where, and how. I kind of like it when we're in power, when we got control. Again, I appreciate my partners who support me. I appreciate Adam Mack, Harley Davidson, who's been rocking with us for 8 years. But I appreciate you guys more, the Iron Elite family. If you're on the Iron Elite group page, Iron Elite, home of the Ground Pounders Reunion, Iron Elite, home of the Titan Award. We have some 4,100 in the group page. Imagine the power and strength that we would have if the folks on the group page would fuel the Titan Award, would fuel the Iron Elite event. Imagine how powerful we could be. If you hadn't got on that group page, or if you're not on the group page, please today feel free to go to Facebook, Iron Elite, home of the Ground Pounders Reunion, home of the Titan Award, and join the page, man. We're doing some incredible things in our Iron Elite family. We're taking care of our own when there's tragic going on in a particular situation. We're awarding our own when we're doing some great things. We're getting on our motorcycles and we're sharing tutorials through the Each One Teach One program. We've got We've got hundreds of podcast shows that we've done right here on this very platform, on the Iron Elite podcast show, teaching you how to do everything from navigating and dealing with cold weather riding, inclement weather, equipment, mechanical, emergencies, medical, you name it. We have covered every subject that you can cover when it comes to motorcycling. And we're not just talking to talk. We're bringing guys on and we're having guys do it in real time. So there's receipts that'll go along with a lot of the tutorials. And again, we're not claiming to be the best and nobody else is it. We're just it. We're just giving you our opinions. And we're just showing you what we do or what we have done to be safe, efficient, proficient motorcycle riders. Now, I've heard some people say also, hey, Sarge, why don't you give awards to other people? Maybe, people that don't ride motorcycles, but that support the platform. Well, look, I get you. And there are a lot of good people who support the platform who don't ride motorcycles. But Iron Elite is specifically spearheaded to focus 99.999% of its energy on the motorcycle rider. That's just what it is. That's what we are. That's our mission statement. But we love everybody who loves motorcycle riders. If you're married to a motorcycle rider, if you're friends with a motorcycle rider, you're invited up under our tent. We love you too. If you want to support what we're doing, we would love you to have you come and support. And I said I wasn't going to go too long. I'm 24 minutes in, so I'm going to shut this down fast. But for my people who've supported the program, I appreciate you. For the people who are thinking about supporting the program, I encourage you. In the description, I have a Cash App address. It's $Titan. Let me double check, make sure I don't screw my own notes. $IE Titan 25. I encourage you today, hit that Cash App, man. If it's $2, $3, $5, $10, whatever you can afford and whatever you think we are worthy for in the program. For everybody who hits the Cash App that makes a donation to the Titan Award, to Iron Elite, I will shout you out on the group page. I think that's important. Next year, 2026 is going to be our best event ever. Promise you that. We're going in hard. We're going to give you everything that we can give you to make sure you're safe, to make sure you have fun, to make sure you enjoy yourself. We're going to do everything we can to make this the best event in the world. Now, we can't always do it about the weather. Now, I did y'all a favor this year with the weather. It was 80 degrees in Jacksonville, Florida on February 8th, man. You're welcome. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that one off again, but I can guarantee you this is going to be a good time. I can guarantee you this, we'll be in a hotel that wants us in that hotel. I can guarantee you we'll have the mix and mingle at a restaurant who wants us there. And I can guarantee you this, we're going to celebrate one another. For all the folks that I had on my staff this year, I appreciate you guys. I truly do. The Bells, I see you on here, man. Thank you, David. Thank you, Sonny. Sonny ran around like crazy with me. I know her feet were burning, signing folks up and helping me out and assisting me with the slow roll ride. Thank you to my cooks, my daughter and her fiance, Deanna and Jared. Man, they were working in behind the grill. Thank you to my wife, my operations officer that makes everything work for me behind the scenes, taking care of everything, taking care of orders. Thank you so much. My setup and my cleanup crew, that wasn't the sexiest job in the world, but them boys hustled, man. Come with it. Wolf, Beat Down, my brother Kevin, Joe Fan, Anna, Tommy, Slow Mo. Man, that ain't sexy work, setting up and putting up tents and taking trash out and all that stuff. Man, but those guys worked their tail off. And they didn't complain. They weren't dragging. They were getting after it, man. Thank you to my DJ Warlord with Fleet DJs. Thank you, Warlord, for being reliable. It means a lot to me. Thank you to Adam Harley Davidson again for providing the platform for me to do what we do with this Iron Elite event. So thank you, everybody. Much love. Again, Iron Elite, home of the Ground Pounders reunion, is the Facebook group page. Go check it out. We have 4,100 riders on that page. Let's get active on the page, man. Let's share some of the cool stuff that we're doing on the page. Let's look at it after each other. Let's make this our platform, our program. Let's give it strength and fuel this year. There's nothing I would love to see more moving into this year in 2026 is the power of the people. Let's don't wait around for somebody else to do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. And if you got ideas to make things better for us, feel free to reach out and call me or inbox me. Hey, Sarge, I got an idea. Sarge, I want to help with this. Sarge, I'd like to volunteer to do this. Sarge, I would like to donate this. Please, man. Let's fuel this thing together, man. Let's get motorcycle strong this year. Let's get unity strong this year. And I get it. You know, everybody has, Sarge, I got things going on. I got kids in college. I got this. I hear you, man. I do. But we make time. We make resources for things that we want to be involved in. We do. I don't care. Don't matter what. We make time for things that we care about. Big Sal, I see you, man. Good evening. Good morning. I'm sorry, brother. You know that night shift be get you, boy. Thank you for everybody for giving me a little bit of your time this morning. Like I said, we weren't going to be long. More to come on our Elite Podcast show. More great shows coming on. And lastly, let me kill it with this. I-10 to the end. Man, I see y'all. I see people like, Sarge, I want to come through this date. I want to come through this date. I want to come through this date. Fine. It works really, really well if you register a minimum of 90 days out. Will I not let you register if it's not 90 days out? Of course not. But it helps us for planning, for scheduling. Once you hit that link and you register, my wife already prints up, she's already got your email ready, your return receipt letter, and all your stuff ready. And she's got you scheduled on my calendar. I have to have a calendar for my riders because unlike all these other riding programs, Sarge is going to meet you there. Because I think it's important. Your ride is the best ride I got going on, the most important ride I got going on. And I challenge anybody who's got riding platforms like that to be there for my riders. I be that pride being there for my riders. It helps me best when I know exactly when, where, and how you're leaving Jacksonville or arriving to Jacksonville. Because I got to ride a motorcycle too, man. So 90 days is the sweet spot. You can go farther out. You can register 6 months out. It's no problem. And if your date changes, it's no problem. We'll change the date. It's no big deal. 2 days out is tough, man. That's a pain in the tail. And it doesn't get you the results that you're looking for. But for my riders, get ready to ride, go through those videos. We got some 200 and something plus videos of riders and rider interviews. Go through, look at some of those interviews, man. It's going to help you out. The good, the bad, the ugly. Prepare your motorcycle properly. Make sure you got an ESP plan. Make sure you got insurance. Make sure you have your health situation in order. Make sure you do everything that you can to mitigate risk out there. It's cool to be out there in front of the sign and say, we made it, blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of things that comes before you can get to that point. So for folks that want to do I-10 to the end, hit the link, man. It's in the featured section of the Iron Elite group page, as well as the YouTube videos. They're in my description titles. So it's plenty of ways that if you can't find them, let me know. Inbox me and I'll shoot it to you. So in the meantime, in between time, man, y'all keep it motorcycling and stay safe.
Hey, y'all, it's Snacks reminding you to tune in to the Iron Elite Podcast. You dig?
This is the Mileage Bully, the Moto Mob CEO, and your 2024 Titan. You are now listening to Sarge on the Iron Elite Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not listening to the Iron Elite Podcast, what are you really doing? Because we are talking motorcycles over here. You dig?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this your man Kodak, most hated, coming to you live from the Iron Elite Podcast. Well, my man, Big Star, where we always keep the motorcycle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is.
I know what you're getting ready to say. Hey, Sarge, why you always have to play all that slow music? Man, I know I can't help it, man. But that fast rap music y'all listen to today give me heart murmurs. But hey, man, it's the Iron Elite Podcast show where we keep it motorcycling, you dig? I was asked the other day, hey, Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.